meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. So would you all please rise? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
of America and to the republic and
one nation,
a nation under God, liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you all. All right, at this time, could we please have roll call?
Mr. Shea,
Here.
Mr. Weinstein,
Here.
Dr. Gilliam,
present.
Ms. Wilson,
Here.
Mr. Reedshaw, Mr. Reedshaw, Mr. O'Connor,
Here.
I believe Mr. Reedshaw is having a mic communication problem, but he is present.
Thank you. All right, moving along, we have information items. Oh, and I do need to make note that there was an executive session held just prior to this board meeting. And of course, as usual, there are no votes taken during executive sessions. All right, I don't know, is there some way that people can do public comment while we're in this situation? Do we have any?
Yes, ma'am, there is a mechanism for them to do that, but I have not been advised that anybody has availed themselves of that process. So no public comment today.
All right, thank you so much. All right, the next item on our agenda, Dan Lockhart, Manager of Capital Projects, Engineers Society, Western Pennsylvania's 2020, Engineer of the Year. Yay!
Yeah, good job.
Hey.
Yes, and we are obviously very proud of Dan. Significant accomplishment. And right now, his Director of Engineering and Construction, Kim Kennedy, is going to give us a little Dan time. Kim?
Thank you, Arletta. Joey, can you give me permission to share my screen, please?
Kim, you should be able to.
Okay, well, that's okay. It just says it's disabled by the
All
host.
right, try it again, Kim.
All right, there we go. Okay, so this is just a little slide to recognize Dan and the award that he actually received a little bit earlier today at the virtual Engineers Society banquet. Dan's been with the ALCOSAN for over 20 years, and he's been instrumental in both the original plan expansion and then laying the groundwork for the plan expansion that we are going through right now. If you would like to see the ceremony, because it was very well done, there is an encore presentation tonight at 7 o'clock. Just go to the ESWP website, and it's free and you don't have to pre-register, but it's a wonderful video that represents both Dan's career and also the work that we've done here at ALCOSAN. So this is not only great for Dan, but obviously for the authority, and we really want to say congratulations.
Well, congratulations from all of us again.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
It is. It's terrific, Dan. We wish you the best. That's fantastic. Congratulations. You do a great job.
Okay. All right, moving right along, but it's kind of hard to move after something that special. It was just today too, man, just today.
Yeah.
All right, we have a report of actions by the executive director and approval of construction change orders less than 30,000. Anyway, we'll go ahead with Miss Scott. Arletta, will you go ahead and discuss these two items, please?
Yes, ma'am. Because Dan does such a good job, we only have two changes. Look at that. The testimonial right there. The first contract, main pump station. This is with respect to flow meters that are being installed and access platforms. This particular change is related to demolition of pump number 4. There was additional concrete. As the board has heard many times, sometimes the actual on-site condition is not what has been reflected on the drawings. And in this was one of those cases. So there is additional demolition that is required. There is also a need to encase some additional steel that wasn't anticipated. And in the process of all of this, the contractor was able to offer a remedy that ended up, if you notice the exhibit, ended up with a $12,000 credit against all the work. So wow, there is a net increase. It is much less than it would have been. The second change deals with work on the north end of the plant. We had talked about some issues that took place with the north end work. This is, best way to put it is extra unforeseen junk that needs to be extracted. That's probably the best way to sum it up. It is a major project, and we're in a part of the plant that, for the most part, I would say has been forgotten and disregarded for quite some time because it's not a part of the main operational portion of the plant. So that's what the second change deals with.
Okay, thank you. All right, before we move into action items, I'm just going to let you know, I'm still using the agenda that we had preliminarily. So if there's any major changes, please excuse me if somehow or other I miss it. I read over the original agenda, but I don't have it in front of me because I only have my one device with me that I'm using to log on to the Zoom meeting. So I'm hoping I'm not too far off. Under action items, the first is to approve the minutes from the January 28th board meeting.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
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 Okay, that has been carried. Minutes are approved. Item B, to consider the authorizing payment of invoices in excess of $200,100 processed during January 15th to February 12th. And the
So
review.
moved.
Oh,
Second.
okay. There we go. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item C, the motion to authorize the preparation of specifications and advertisement for bids for the following contracts. We have 3. 1740, the ALCOSAN parking shuttle, 1741, furnish and deliver hydrochloric acid, and number 1742, furnish and deliver polymer for centrifuge dewatering system.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that motion carries. Item D, the motion to approve the following change orders that exceed $30,000 in value or cumulative total value with previously approved change orders is greater than 5% of the original contract. We have 1. Under contract 1716E, the main pump station flow meters and access platform for the amount of $9,900. Ms. Williams, do you want to say anything about this?
Just the fact that it wasn't 9 million, that's all I wanted to
That's
say.
better. That
Go
was
right
better.
ahead.
So moved.
Second.
All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item E, motion to approve the following service authorization for professional consultants. The assignment is based on consultants' past efforts, knowledge, and understanding of the tasks involved and the availability of the consultant staff to perform the tasks in the time required. We have 2 items, one for T2 utility engineers and one for Gannett Fleming. Ms. Williams?
Madam Chair, I would point out that these matters were taken before the Professional Services Committee at a public meeting held Thursday, the 18th, and move forward for consideration by the entire board. The first item, both the first and second item are follow-up fee assignments to work that the board previously awarded at last month's board meeting. The first one for T2 deals with, as it says, underground, so subsurface utility locating services, a service that had previously been performed by authority personnel, which we have recognized for many reasons, not the least of which is the legal aspects of it is best performed by an external resource. The second item, the lower sawmill, it is, yeah, lower sawmill run rehab and lining project. This is for work that runs from about Bosman Street to the West End Bridge, and it is relining and rehab of manholes, a little over 60 manholes and about 16,500 linear feet of lining.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item F, and I'm going to apologize. My agenda ends here. Item F, motion for modification of service authorization 329 for WRA for additional scope items that were encountered during the design phase. All right, Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, this is work specific to the East Head Works project, which is currently in bid phase. WRA had been or is the design consultant. There are some items that were required to be addressed during the design phase that ended up being out of scope. This will wrap that up. It will also cover bid phase support. There was some additional unforeseen support required with multiple encounters with the City Planning Commission.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. All right, what is next though? Do we have more on the agenda? I said my agenda ends here.
Yeah.
Item G, motion for modification of service authorization 346 for Prime AE for additional scope items encountered during the design phase of the remote pump stations project for an amount not to exceed $66,937.36. And this is for work that is specific to 3 of our external pump stations, Ella Street, Corliss, and actually an ejector station that is being replaced, Melanchthon. There's, as it indicates, this is work that was necessitated during the design phase, which was out of scope. Some things that were recognized once we got into the field to really take a better look at what was necessary. And then you will have 3 items after that.
Yes, I see where there's an H and an I and a J. Okay. Item H, the motion for modification.
hold it.
Oh, no, we
Oh,
didn't
wait.
vote for G yet. We didn't do G
So
yet.
so moved.
We
So
didn't vote
moved.
for G.
Second.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I'm sorry. I went back online. I can't see you, but I did go back and find the agenda. H is a motion for modification of service authorization 318 for Three Rivers weather, $1,288,020 for the 2021 option year. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, this continues our partnership, our long-term partnership with Three Rivers. And this is, I guess it's in some ways like having a friendship with your adult child. We formed Three Rivers, so it certainly wasn't a partnership when it began, but they have grown into an excellent partner, and we're recommending continuation of that relationship.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item I, motion to authorize the executive director to enter into a settlement agreement with Duquesne Light Company and Public Utility Commission, docket numbers A 2019-300-8589 and A 2019-300-8652. The agreement commits both DLC and ALCOSAN to share relevant project information related to the Crescent Transmission Line project and certain components of ALCOSAN's clean water plant projects where necessary for coordination. And that is to be, the agreement will be in a form approved by a solicitor. Ms. Williams?
Madam Chair, I simply want to say, so glad you found your agenda and you got to read all of that. Well done, extremely well done. So this agreement is going to deal with Duquesne Light's Crescent Transmission Line project, which is a pretty extensive endeavor. Construction is anticipated to run from this year, 2021 to 2027, which will obviously have some overlap with our clean water program construction. That is the nature of this agreement, as we are out with our tunnel alignments. There is the potential for some interference between the Crescent Line project and our project. And this simply creates an agreement to share information so that we're very upfront about who is doing what and where and what our specific needs are. Trying to be a good neighbor. We have had initial conversation and Duquesne Light has been very responsive. I'm pleased to report.
Good news, good news. They should be, but that's good news nonetheless. All right, can I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item J, the motion to authorize the executive director to enter into a reimbursement agreement with Lumen for the relocation of fiber optic lines located on Norfolk Southern Railroad property within the temporary construction easement granted by Norfolk Southern to ALCOSAN. This relocation is required as a part of the North End plant expansion project. This agreement will be in a form approved by the solicitor. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, as previously referenced, the North End project is unearthing some things that need to be dealt with. And that is what's being addressed here with respect to this fiber optic cable that needs to be relocated. Another formality, but certainly a necessity.
Absolutely. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, motion does in fact carry. Thank you so much, everyone. Are there any items under new business?
Madam Chair, if I may, if the board would indulge me, it is another bittersweet moment for me. I am about to lose another coworker, peer, but more importantly, friend. Fortunately, I'm losing him to retirement to one of the sweetest locations I've ever seen. He has just kept a picture of it up. I guess it's to motivate him or to encourage me to follow him. I'm not sure. But William H. Inks, better known to me and by me as YB, will be retiring. This is his final day of work here. He has been amazing as the Director of Finance and Administration. I have at least 3 board members on this current board who can remember the times that Bill has stood up and said, don't do certain things financially because it's a bad idea when every authority around us did it and got in the jackpot, and their particular ratepayers paid for it. But Bill, his understanding of finance, municipal finance, his dedication and his willingness to be that guy to stand in the gap and say, no, that's not a good idea. Even when all the powers that be are saying, it's the fad, it's the thing to do, you won't regret it. Thanks, man. Thanks. I have to share how he became to be YB. That's because when we first lost Joe Langell, and it was just a bunch of us snot-nosed kids here trying to keep the family together, was Arthur, Dave, me, and Bill. Bill was the youngest one of us. So I started calling him Young Bill. Can you imagine that? YB, that's my baby. My most trainable director ever. He takes great delight in reminding me of that all the time. I'm going to miss you, love. I'm going to miss you. Please, Bill, yours.
As I said in the executive session, and I meant it sincerely, there were those days when there were trendy things, but and I said to Sylvia and Jack and Harry, because you were there during those days, you backed us, you backed me. And I can tell you, number one, I'm leaving, but you're getting a much smarter, faster, better replacement. Karen Fantoni is 5 times smarter. She actually reads FASBs. I quit reading them 30. I don't know. What was the last one I read, Karen? Number 34. They're up to 100. When we brought Karen in, that was it. She is brilliant. And if I could tell you to do anything, is listen to her, because I listen to her, and she is just couldn't get any better than that. And you know, the other pieces you guys have put in place, Arletta, bringing Doug up to the deputy executive director, bringing in Kim Kennedy, Michelle Buys, and Karen. And, you know, as us older ones move on, these young ones are just, you know, the old guys when we came in made fun of us. These guys are actually smarter and faster. And we're leaving you in great hands, because they are all true professionals. And if I could say anything, back them like you backed us, because if you do, they will bring you to a successful conclusion of this consent decree. It's been a great pleasure and honor to work here, to work for Arletta, to work with this board. And the damn pension is so good. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you, Bill.
And congratulations, Bill.
And if you're ever down,
Bill.
if you're ever down near Columbia on Lake, I have a beautiful lake house and 4 bedrooms. Anybody wants to come down for a week and fish, that's the game.
After COVID is over, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
Come back.
We'll have a
Bill, just
special board meeting.
Bill,
in
just
your
so you
honor.
know, we're charting a bus, so we're all coming at once. Good luck.
Hey, I thought that's why we were buying a shuttle, the parking shuttle.
You know
Right.
what? If we can get that one we took to Cleveland, John, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very
We
much.
wish you the best, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill.
Good luck to you,
Bill,
Bill. What else?
yeah,
Thank you.
good luck to you, Bill. It was a pleasure working with you. We wish you the very best.
Thanks, John.
That's
See you
the
guys.
best new, yeah, that's the best new business I could ever think of. Yep.
Joey, hit it.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Thank you, guys.
Very nice.
Thank you, board. Thank you, Bill.
Board. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And this is customarily, we always remind everyone that the next board meeting is March 25th. Makes it kind of boring and dry after hearing all this good stuff today, but congratulations, Bill. We'll miss you, but we know you're going to be enjoying yourself very much.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Okay.
All the best to you, Bill.
Thank you, Doctor.
So at this time, I think we can adjourn and bask in all this good news today and
Thank you.
thinking about Bill enjoying himself fishing.
Thank you,
All right.
board.
Good night, everyone, and be safe.
Thank you.